So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm just warming my glass, and this is the first step we do when we're making an Irish coffee. So you'd just be doing this from your kettle. I know a lot of you don't have kettles in America, do you? No, not really. Okay, so this is uniquely Irish. But it's just a step we do. It's not completely necessary, but I like to do it just to make sure your coffee's nice and hot. Now, so the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my 25 mils of Tulamore dew. All right. This would be your whiskey of choice when we're making our Irish coffees. And for this size, 25 mils is the perfect amount to go into this size of a glass. Sometimes you might see a recipe that has more, but then in that case, everything's going to be bigger. You know, your proportions are going to be bigger for coffee, etc. So that's that one done. Going to be plenty of whiskey around here. Come to the right place for that. Oh, here's my last person. Oh. Sometimes these can be finicky. I wonder if it work properly.
Actually the original location that it started at?
Not quite, in the centre of the town. Like you can see that old black and white photograph down there, the bottom one. Yeah. Good afternoon, come and take a seat. That is the old, in the centre of the town. It's behind the old bonded warehouse. Where are you folks from?
Finland.
Finland. You're very welcome. My name is Vivian, so I'm going to be your guide. Would you like to have an Irish coffee?
Yes.
Excellent. We've come to the right place. So before I just start, I have to let you know there's no smoking or vaping anywhere on the site. On 2 parts of the tour, your phones are actually a fire hazard. I'll remind you of that beforehand. Otherwise, feel free to take pictures, okay? And in the unlikely event of a fire, we'll all go calmly to the designated fire zone. Oh, this doesn't want to work today. Oh, so I'm going to put 25 mils of whiskey, Tulamore dew, into my glass. And then I'm going to add my coffee. And actually what I've done is I've sweetened my coffee already. You can't leave sugar out of an Irish coffee, even if you don't take sugar generally in tea and coffee. An Irish coffee needs a sugar, okay? So I've sweetened mine already, because what we found was if you put your teaspoon of sugar in now and you start to stir, you put your coffee in your hot coffee, it doesn't always dissolve. So it's better to have your coffee sweetened already. So a good strong coffee. That's what we want.
We did this like 6 hours ago.
Yeah. It's your first coffee of the day.
Oh,
Well, no. We'll do it a bit of a start.
You haven't just arrived, have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Many people come in the exact same scenario. They get off the plane and they come straight here. Yeah. So you're not
5:30. Well, 5:30 this morning.
you're not quite sure where you are. You're going to feel better now in a few minutes.
I know where we are.
Yeah, you will. This will wake you up. Have you had anything to eat?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's important. So now I have my coffee in, and the next step then is to add my whipped cream. Okay, so if I poured the cream directly in now, it's just going to sink. And that's not the look I'm going for. So I want it to be just shaken enough, shaken and not stirred, if you could say. So that it sits like a nice, and again, pour slowly over the back of your spoon. get a nice layer like that, okay?
Sorry.
It looks a little bit like a little Guinness.
Is that like a heavy cream?
Yeah, well, not particularly, but it's not low fat. We wouldn't use a low fat cream, all right?